Robert E. Lee was born on January 19, 1807 in Stratford, Virginia. Lee came to be a military prominence during the U.S. Civil War, commanding his home state armed forces and becoming General-in-Chief of Confederate forces towards the end of the Civil War. When Lee was young, he came from a family that was important. He had family members that were presidents, Chief of Justice of the United States, and signers of the Declaration of Independence. His father, Henry Lee, known as Light Horse Harry, had served as a cavalry leader in the Revolutionary War and became one of the war's leaders, winning prize from General Washington. Since Lee saw himself as an extension of his family's greatness, when he was 18, he went to West Point Military Academy, where he put his energy and serious mind to work. Lee was one of the 6 cadets in his graduating class who finished without a single endearment, and wrapped up his studies with the perfect scores in artillery, infantry, and cavalry. When Lee graduated from West Point, Lee met and married Mary Custis, the granddaughter of George and Martha Washington. Together they had 7 children, 3 sons, Custis, Rooney, and Rob, and 4 daughters, Mary, Annie, Agnes, and Mildred. Lee's early career began with when the United States went to war with Mexico, then another war. But Lee's life away from his family was difficult to handle. He struggled with his work tasks and his family tasks. So Lee went back to his family. Lee went back to the Army in 1859, accepting his position in Texas at a lonely cavalry outpost. In October that year, Lee got a break when he was summoned to put an end to a slave insurrection led by John Brown at Harper's Ferry. Lee's attack just took an hour to end the revolt, and his success put him on a short list of people's names that should go to war. After turning down an offer from President Abraham Lincoln to command the Union forces, Lee resigned from the military and returned home. Over more years, Lee fought more battles and had lost a lot of men. Lee was saved from being hanged as a traitor by forgiving of Lincoln and Grant. Lee went home to his family in 1865. He eventually got a job as a president of a small college in Western Virginia. In October of 1870, Lee suffered a massive stroke and died at home, surrounded by family. I can't relate a lot to General Lee, but I hope one day to be remembered in history.